Hi everyone, I am Dr. Anisha and I welcome you to my channel. In the last video, we discussed about the apical periodontal cyst and residual cyst in detail, and today I shall be dealing with the last few cysts under the category of inflammatory odontogenic cyst. But before starting the discussion, I would like you to kindly subscribe my channel for further videos. So the first cyst which we are going to cover today is your buccal bifurcation cyst. इस cyst का दूसरा term which we use is juvenile paradental cyst. अगर आप इस term पे ध्यान दें तो firstly the word used is juvenile, that means it is mainly gonna affect the children below the age of 18 years. Now the word used is your paradental, यानी कि tooth के पास या tooth के side में it will be present. Okay. Now the second term which we use is your mandibular infected buccal cyst. Now the word is your mandibular, so basically it is gonna affect your mandibular teeth. Okay. Now when I talk about the introduction, अगर मैं introduction की बात करूँ तो firstly the most important point which we study is जो आपका buccal bifurcation cyst होगा, that is going to be a paradental cyst. अब what is paradental cyst? See, paradental cyst is basically a cyst of uncertain origin. We do not know the origin of the cyst. Okay. Now the second most important point to be kept in mind is ये जो आपका paradental cyst होगा, that is gonna be present on the distal or facial aspect of your vital mandibular molar. All right. Basically it affects the third molar, your mandibular third molar. But then हम buccal bifurcation cyst में we'll see कौन सा जो दांत है that is more commonly affected. All right. So three things we have to keep in mind about paradental cyst is firstly it is of unknown origin, like uncertain origin. Okay. Now secondly it affects the distal or facial aspect of your third point, that is your vital mandibular molar. All right. Now the second point says, as I told you, your buccal bifurcation cyst mainly affects your mandibular first molar. Now this is something to be kept in mind. जो आपका buccal bifurcation cyst होगा, that basically affects your mandibular first molar. All right. So this was a short introduction about your buccal bifurcation cyst. Now when I talk about the pathogenesis of your buccal bifurcation cyst, so firstly there will be inflammation due to the tooth eruption or deep periodontal pocket. Now let us assume we have a mandibular molar in which there is tooth eruption taking place or there is deep periodontal pocket present. All right. Now what will happen is there will be proliferation of the cell rests of serrae or malaces which are present. All right, which are the remnants of basically your dental lamina. And now after proliferation of cell rests of serrae or malaces, there will be hyperplasia of the odontogenic epithelium and further there will be formation of cyst. Now I'll again repeat, जब आपका tooth eruption या deep periodontal pocket होगा mandibular molar में, all right, उस वक्त there will be an inflammation present, all right, due to the tooth eruption or deep periodontal pocket. Now what will happen, वहाँ पे जो आपके cell rests of serrae और malaces present हैं, उनमें proliferation हम देखेंगे and then finally there will be hyperplasia or increase in number of epithelial cells. Okay, will take place and further and finally basically there will be cyst formation which will take place. All right. So this was a pathogenesis by which the buccal bifurcation cyst forms. All right. Now when I talk about the clinical features of buccal bifurcation cyst, so firstly अगर मैं age की बात करूँ, I have already told you basically it is a juvenile cyst and ये mainly children below 15 years of age में आप observe करेंगे. Now when I talk about the location, so since it is a paradental cyst, so it mainly affects the buccal aspect of your mandibular first or second molar. All right. Also the tooth will be vital in nature and अगर मैं clinical presentation की बात करूँ तो mainly ये swelling appear होगा patient को. तो basically swelling on the buccal aspect of the molar and along with pain and tenderness sometimes. and finally it may extend from the furcation area to your root apex. Now let me draw a diagram. Now let us assume this is your molar, okay, this is your molar. Now this is your furcation area. नाम से समझ में आ रहा है, दिस इज योर बकल बाइफर्केशन सिस्ट. आपका बकल एस्पेक्ट में जो फर्केशन होगा उसमें ये मतलब प्रेजेंट होगा. तो इट विल लुक समथिंग लाइक दिस. ऑल राइट, कुछ इस तरीके से. नाउ देयर आर वेरिएंट्स, इट मे लुक लाइक दिस ऑल्सो. ऑल राइट, और इट मे कवर the complete root also, like both the roots, but in short your furcation area will always be present. All right, something like this. Okay, so it can extend either like it can extend from your furcation area to your root apex also. So depending upon the severity, it extends from your furcation area to the root apex, but furcation area will always be affected, and mostly it affects your buccal aspect of the mandibular first or second molar. So these were the few points under the clinical features of your buccal bifurcation cyst. Now moving on to the radiological features of your buccal bifurcation cyst. तो मेनली सिंस इट इज़ अ सिस्ट, तो आप रेडियोलूसेंसी देखेंगे रेडियोग्राफ पे. ओके, नाउ व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द शेप, तो द रेडियोलूसेंसी विल बी इन सेमील्यूनर शेप. ओके, ऑन द बकल एस्पेक्ट, सिंस द सिस्ट इज बेसिकली प्रेजेंट ऑन द बकल एस्पेक्ट ऑफ द टूथ. And when I talk about the involvement of root, I already told you it has variable extent of involvement. Okay, and along with periosteal reaction, it can also be present in some cases. All right, so this was all about the radiological features of the buccal bifurcation cyst. Now when I talk about the histological features of buccal bifurcation cyst, तो अगर मैं सिस्टिक लाइनिंग की बात करूँ तो बेसिकली इट इज़ मेड अप ऑफ नॉन केराटिनाइज्ड स्ट्रैटिफाइड स्क्वामस एपिथेलियम. ओके, नाउ कनेक्टिव टिश्यू स्ट्रोमा में we'll see dense infiltration of your lymphocytes and plasma cells. Hemosiderin pigments and cholesterol clefts are also observed very frequently in your connective tissue stroma. Okay, so these were the three histological features of your buccal bifurcation cyst, in which we have to keep this in mind that the cystic lining is basically non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. Your connective tissue stroma contains dense infiltration of your lymphocytes and plasma cells, along with very frequently your hemosiderin pigments and cholesterol clefts are also observed. All right, so these were the few features of buccal bifurcation cyst under histological features. Now moving on to the treatment and prognosis of your buccal bifurcation cyst. तो अगर मैं ट्रीटमेंट की बात करूँ तो बेसिकली इट इन्वॉल्व्स सिंपल enucleation and curettage. So buccal bifurcation cyst can be successfully treated or managed by your simple enucleation and curettage, and extraction of the tooth is not necessary. Okay, and the most important part is no recurrence has been reported, so therefore the prognosis is excellent in this condition. So these were few treatment plans which we do in buccal bifurcation cyst, and with this we are done with your one of the inflammatory odontogenic cyst, that is your buccal bifurcation cyst. Now the last topic which we are going to study under your inflammatory odontogenic cyst category is your inflammatory collateral cyst. Okay, this cyst is very much rare in nature, and it is rarely seen in your clinical practice, but then we need to know about this cyst in a very brief manner. Okay, so basically inflammatory collateral cyst जो है आपका, that occurs due to the inflammation of your periodontal pocket. Now there is a tooth, if there is formation of periodontal pocket, so basically there are chances of the formation of your inflammatory collateral cyst. Now studies have shown that it is basically a radicular cyst. Alright, The cyst we studied in the initial discussion of your inflammatory odontogenic cyst. So the radicular cyst or your apical periodontal cyst is basically related to the lateral canal of the tooth root. So inflammatory collateral cyst is basically the radicular cyst which is related to the lateral canal, जो आपका root का जो lateral canals होता है, okay. Now this cyst is basically related to that, okay. So we call this as radicular cyst related to the lateral canal of the tooth root and is called as inflammatory collateral cyst or your lateral radicular cyst. So this is all I wanted to discuss about your inflammatory collateral cyst, as this is like rarely seen in your clinical practice and also rarely asked from the examination point of view. So with this we are done with the inflammatory odontogenic cyst of your orofacial region, and from the next discussion I shall be starting with the non-odontogenic cyst. So this was all for now. If you liked the video, do like and share. If you have got any doubts, you can get back to me in the comment section. Thank you so much.